What is it, everybody? And welcome back to Don't Be Disc Golf. Today, Nate and I are going to be playing the Shawnee Mission Park Disc Golf Course for practice round for the Frostbreaker. Shawnee Mission. Yeah.
Hole 1 is 518 feet. The tee shot is probably 320 feet around the corner. I'm going to be throwing a Firebird. It's just a placement shot to set you up for your approach shot. It's a little uphill putter mid-range shot. Not too hard of a hole, but definitely want to get it to start your round.
We are on to hole 2 now. It is a par 3, 253 feet. This one is straight down the gut for most of your shot, and then drifts way down the hill to the right. You're going to be wanting to throw probably a straight putter on like a slight bit of anhyzer right down the gap, let it drift a little bit, and hopefully let the hill skip you a little bit towards the basket.
All right, hole 3 is 187 feet. Probably the most straightforward hole in the course. Most people are just going to be taking a putter up the middle. There is a left line that some people will take, I imagine, but just a putter up the middle. Shouldn't be too bad.
Hole 4, 410 feet, it's a par 3. And the shot on this hole, the fairway pushes very straight with a little bit of a right bend. So you really got to throw like a fairway or distance driver on a straight to hyzer flip. Get it on the turn, hold the turn, but then kind of just even out instead of fade out.
Hole 5, we're playing to the White Veteran. It's 290 feet. Most people are going to be throwing a forehand up the gap, letting it hyzer in towards the basket. There is a backhand turnover line, but it's just a lot touchier. This is definitely par 3. I think most of the field wants to get.
On to hole 6 now. It's par 3, 322 feet. Got a pretty tight wooded shot off of the tee here. Basket is off on the right side. You want to throw a backhand turnover with a fairway or maybe even a distance driver. Please sneakily uphill as well.
All right, hole 7, we're playing the white basket again. It's 443 feet out the fairway. Most people are going to be throwing a driver on this hole. One of the easier par 3s on the course. I think most people are going to be aiming to get this one.
All right, now we're on to hole 8. So this one's usually a par 4, but for the tournament, it is going to be played as a par 3. 472 feet to the blue basket. It is just totally wide open, and you just crush a drive out there. Try to get the bird.
Hole 9, it's a 1,025-foot par 5. I think it's the longest hole in the course. There's not a lot you can do off the drive. You're kind of just trying to place a driver out in the fairway and then go from there.
Hole 10, we're going to the blue basket. This one's 558 feet. It's a par 4. The drive is like 370 feet to the main landing zone that you want to be at. just dead straight down there. Then there's an opening on the left that you have to throw through. I haven't actually seen the basket on this hole, so I don't know what the second shot looks like, but I'm gonna throw a J down the middle, try to get to the perfect landing zone.
All right, we're at hole 11, par 3, 444 feet. This is, in my opinion, the hardest par 3 on the course. My play here is throwing a fairway driver to the mouth of the gap. A lot of people are gonna find trouble either fading out left or turning their shot over to the right. Par plays really good on this hole, I think. There's not gonna be a ton of birdies.
On to hole 12 now. This one is a 350-foot par 3, straight uphill. It is probably more uphill than the camera makes it seem, but we're throwing to the blue basket. Got to really pump a drive, really out right side, distance driver. Really just kind of throw whatever you want.
All right, hole 13, par 3, 396 feet. Most people are gonna be throwing a forehand here. I'd say the hole probably plays like 330 feet. It's pretty downhill. The key is just gonna be controlling your nose angle, making sure you throw with the slope downhill. Definitely a good 2 to get.
Alrighty, we're on to hole 14 now. This one's a par 3, 375 feet. It's pretty simple, very open shot, just right up there. You can really go forehand hyzer, backhand hyzer, whatever you like. There's not much in the way.
All right, hole 15 is a 347-foot par 3. Really pretty tunnel shot, kind of thrower's choice on this tee pad. I think me and Bennett are both gonna be going straight mid-ranges. Whatever you can keep going straight through this tunnel, it's gonna be your best bet.
All right, hole 16, 338 feet. This one plays very uphill, very wooded as well. There are kind of 3 lines here. You can go forehand hyzer, which is kind of the main gap. You can also go backhand hyzer flip, which is sketchy, and then a backhand hyzer, which is even sketchier.
Okay, 17 is a 380-foot par 4. Pretty open backhand. Definitely plays farther than 380. Definitely pumped to get there. This is another hole that's going to be really good to get a 2 on.
Alrighty, we finally made it to our final hole, hole 18. Par 4, 701 feet. Look at this view. Oh my goodness. This is a super pretty shot, but you can go, basket's way down there. Got a lot of trees in the way. You can either go turn over on the left side, kind of over the trees there. Could go backhand, like hyzer flip, straight shot, and just like try to push it straight. You could also go low, middle. You can kind of do whatever you want. Just gotta get past the trees and get your look for the second shot. I'm going Scorpius turnover.